This is the Peter Greenwood Show at the Edinburgh Fringe, and I'm sitting to somebody who I am finally meeting. I'm sorry about last year.
No apologies. It's always very, very busy and chaotic.
Fringe is wild, isn't it?
Yes.
Could you tell me your name and your show title, please?
Yes, my name is Bailey Swilley, and my show is called Gimme a Sign with an exclamation point.
I even included the exclamation point.
Yes, thank you.
So what is Gimme a Sign?
Yes, so this show has been born out of like a very sad moment in my life. But at the time, when I went through this like tragedy, this loss, I was like, someday this is going to be funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny right now, but it will be. And so finally, when I was ready to sit down and write it, it was. And so I found that, I think like family and friends, everybody acts a little bit different. You never know how people are going to act at weddings and at funerals when someone's dying. And that was certainly the case with my family and friends. So that's what the show is all about. Just the strange little things that happened when this tragedy happened. And also, it's about searching for yourself and growing up. And it's even though like I'm in my mid-20s in the story, it feels very much like a coming of age story.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot about coming into your own and learning how to stand on your own 2 feet.
Yeah, it's so funny you said that. I laughed when you were saying it won't be funny now because we've had a couple of losses in my family.
I'm sorry.
And it's one of those things, that's the way we work in my family. Like, it's not funny now, but it'll be funny later. Everything will find a way to make it funny, and later on it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You find that place where it's like, this is so absurd, but if I don't laugh, I'll cry. Is that similar to your experience?
Oh my gosh. Yes, exactly. And I still do cry sometimes.
Yeah.
But some of the things that, just like to give some examples, we were at the hospital for a week and we started doing witchcraft. So that was something, I don't really come from like a witchy woo-woo family, but at that moment, all of us were just doing little witchcraft and doing little spells. So at the time, it was like, wow, this is kind of bizarre, but I know someday someone's going to want to hear about this, right?
Yeah. So what can you tell us about your tragedy? Without spoiling the show, what can you tell us to...
Oh, of course. So very similar to you, I've just had a couple of losses in my family. And the show centers primarily around the relationship I have with my dad. And so I don't mind spoiling it. My dad is now a ghost. And so that's what the show is about. It's about losing my father and sort of trying to connect with his ghost any way that I can.
Yeah, because you do search for a sign, some kind of continuation of life after you lose someone.
Right, and the show also is about other people in my life were telling me that they were receiving signs, and then I felt like I had this spiritual connection with my dad. I was so close with my father, and I was kind of frustrated. Like, why are you all getting signs?
Yeah.
And I'm not. And the signs that they were receiving were very clear messages, like in text, in written text, and all I had was sort of like this feeling.
Yeah. You do kind of wonder about that. Like, if there is a continuation of life out there and people are sending messages, why does Bob down the road get a message and not me? Me and you were closer than you and Bob, so how come you not talking to me?
Right, and then it makes you feel like, okay, well, maybe I'm not spiritually attuned, right? Or maybe I'm like disconnected from the spirit world. And so then the show also kind of dives into this idea of like, okay, well, maybe I should go to a professional. And I do see a professional to kind of help me tune in.
And what was the result of that, or is that spoilers?
It's open-ended because I think ultimately you can kind of believe what you want, right?
Yeah.
And also, I sometimes think that when you hear people tell you about their signs and their connections, it's almost like when someone tells you about their dream.
Yeah.
Right? You believe in your dreams, but if I were to tell you about my dreams, you'd be like, okay, well, that was nice.
See, I think most other people would be like that, but you tell me about your dream, I'm like, please tell me more. I kind of, and this is getting off topic a bit, I kind of believe that dreams are sort of...
I do too. Yes, I do too. But, when you tell people, they're like, most people you seem very, empathetic and you enjoy hearing people's dreams. But most are just like, all right, well, I dreamed that I was a billionaire.
Yeah. Most people have nice dreams. They're like, oh, yeah, let's just go flying with Superman. Whereas I'm like, I had a dream that my dad was talking to me, but I couldn't understand. And then I fell down the stairs. Then he fell up the stairs. It was a whole thing. It's like something was not right.
And then you're like, yeah, that means something,
Yeah.
right?
And
Yeah.
you're trying to drag your memories to be like, okay, what does that mean? Did we have a conversation about stairs one time? Is he like, oh, the stairs? He'll know what it means.
Right. And you're like, now I'll never take the stairs again.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll take all the stairs. I'll go up and down, just check.
Right.
So how much did you want to put into your story? Has it changed from when you had the original idea to put it together? And what's changed? What's changed?
So much of it is really what happened, you know? But I will say that I do want to keep it fresh, because if it doesn't feel fresh, then I'm not really having a great time.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess that sounds unfair because, you know, there's like people on Broadway who do the same show, 300 times. But for me, it's my story. And so I really have to stay connected to it. And so I do add jokes all the time. Anytime that I'm like, oh, this reminds me of this, I'm going to add that as a joke. And I think that's what kind of helps keep it, current. And it also just keeps me on my toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps you twirling. And in fairness to the people, in fairness to you, like the people on Broadway, The Lion King isn't their show. Hamilton is not their show. This is your show. You
Right.
came up with it.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
You need to sing The Circle of Life or you're not going to have a happy audience.
Exactly. No, that's a fair point. Yeah. Yeah, I think like it's very important to stay fresh on your own material and just feel like, oh yeah, I still am connected to this, even though this story actually was like 10 years ago. But it's very important for me to still feel connected to that person and what she was going through at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy when you're going through that. As you said, you look at it and think, oh, this might be funny later. But to forget the emotions of what you went through, to try and put it behind you. Whereas if you do remember how you felt at that time, it does keep you connected to the event.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think like that's all a part of storytelling as well. Like just staying, when you're telling the story, you have to, I got some advice to just stay in the present tense, and that sort of helps you stay like in the moment and feel these same emotions you felt that day.
Yeah. I'm still stuck in about 1998. I don't want anything beyond that. Anything past that is nothing to do with me. That's about where I am.
That was a great time.
It was my first year in high school.
Oh my God. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, there's actually some 1998 references in the show. Yes.
That's amazing. So, is this your first year performing? Give Me a Sign?
This is my
Second
second year. Yeah. So last year I was here with the Free Festival. I did my show at Three Sisters. And this year I really wanted to come back. And I'm now doing the show with Greenside.
And how has, not just the show, but the Fringe changed in the past year since you've been gone? Does it seem bigger, better?
Oh my gosh, it feels bigger, but I'm not even sure if that's accurate. It is bigger, right?
I don't know. Like, you look around and it's busy, but it doesn't feel as busy it has been in previous years.
Maybe it's the oasis of it all.
It could be. Like yesterday was a bit busy with the Oasis.
Yeah, so it does feel like the streets are packed, but I think also we are not in competition, but we are alongside this like huge historic event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, if it was between going to see a Fringe show or going to see Oasis, I'd go see a Fringe show.
Oh,
And
that's
I'm
so kind.
not just saying that because I don't hate Oasis. I don't hate them. They've got their place. 1996 is their place, but they've got their place.
Oh, so what if it was 1998?
Oh, well, I don't even know what song would have come out in 1998. But we're getting way off track here. So what's next for the show after the Fringe? Where are you taking it next?
I hope people come to see it here, and I hope they like it. I would love to do it in other places. I've done the show in New York, in Philadelphia, in London, in Edinburgh twice. So I would love to just take it somewhere else where people feel connected to the story.
Let me ask you this. As a performer, have you had to, or do you feel like you have to adapt the story to play in different audiences?
Yes.
Like if you go to Boston, you can be like, the Bears. And in Edinburgh, you can't be like, the Bears, because they won't know what that means. But
Yes, definitely. So I would say like most Americans will relate to anything I'm saying, the references I'm making. But over here, I do try to explain some of the references. So one of the references I make is about NASCAR.
Yeah,
And-
going in a circle for 4 hours.
Right. And so I'm just sort of like, well, I know you all know Formula One, and just keep in mind that NASCAR is not cool and it's not sexy.
Well, I like the idea of NASCAR.
Oh,
like
you
the
do?
Speed, but like do something else. You can't just turn left for an hour or so.
Well, that's what they do.
That's what they
yeah.
do.
But, I guess my point is like Brad Pitt is not going to be in a NASCAR movie,
That's
but he
true.
is going to be in the Formula One
Yeah.
movie. So it's not as cool and sexy as Formula One. I also talk about, do you know what Walgreens is?
Yes, it's like a pharmacy.
Yes.
It's a pharmacy primarily, but it has supermarket stuff like groceries and stuff.
Yes,
Like,
the
you might-
ones in New York definitely have like a Sainsbury's vibe
Okay.
or a Tesco's vibe to them. But I compare it to Boots in the show because to me as a teenager, Walgreens was like the elite
Right.
drugstore chain, and I get the sense that Boots is sort of the elite drugstore here.
Boots is pretty much the top level.
Yes,
It's as high as you can go.
exactly.
You
Yes,
can pick up your paracetamol. You can pick up your makeup. It's a grand time, especially in a train
paracetamol.
station.
Yes, paracetamol is a word I learned this week.
Yeah.
Also, you guys have the cheapest drugs.
Yeah, but you can only buy a certain amount of them because
That's
they
fine.
are so cheap.
It's like 39 pence for 16 Advil.
Yeah.
That is
How
ridiculous.
much is 16 Advil? Where are you from initially?
I'm from New York.
From New York. So what's it?
It would
priced
probably
there?
be like at least $7.
That's quite pricey.
Yes.
Not gonna lie, that's a price.
Even if you bought it like on Amazon Prime Day, you're looking at about that much.
Wow. I can't get over that. Wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
America. It's got some problems.
It's
it would
tough
seem.
times. Yes, definitely. Oh, another one is, do you know what Piggly Wiggly is?
I know of Piggly Wiggly. I have heard that. Is that like a food, like a takeaway food?
It's
place?
a grocery store, but it's
okay.
primarily in the southern United States.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the Piggly like the Wawa?
No, so a Wawa would be closer to like a Tesco Express.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love how we're getting into different Tesco's. Like you've got the Tesco Metro, I don't even know if they have Tesco Metros anymore. They've got the Tesco Express.
What's a Metro?
It used to be like a really, really, really small store. I think they became Tesco Express.
Okay.
But then you've got like the big Tesco stores, which we just call Big Tesco.
Oh, okay. And would that be as big as like a Walmart?
Oh, yeah. Well, Walmart would be bigger, but yeah.
Okay.
As big as it's like a main supermarket. You can get everything in there.
Okay. No, I love this. I love knowing all the different names for the chains and such.
In fact, a year or so ago, I think it was how most people heard of Chapel Rowan. There was someone on TikTok going, BIGTESCO, I want to go to Big Tesco.
Oh my gosh, I've never heard that.
It's fantastic.
People in the States actually love kind of throwing around the word Tesco. I do feel like that's the one reference that most of us know.
Right.
And so you do often hear like Americans being like, "Oh, did you get that at the Tesco?" Like that's like the one that they know.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you go in with like a Sainsbury's, go in with a Co-op. That'll really throw their heads.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I did walk by one of those
Okay,
the other
great.
day. And the other one that we're actually getting in New York now is the Lidl.
Oh, Lidl.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard Lidl is going to America, and the middle of Lidl,
What's that?
that is like you've got your aisles, you've got your bread, milk, pasta, what have you, but then you go to the middle of Lidl, and I'm not joking, you can get a surfboard, you can get a rowboat, you can get a wetsuit, you can get lampshades.
Okay, so that's more like the Walmart then.
Yes.
Okay,
But
got
that
it.
changes every week or so. Like they refresh it. Like in the middle of winter, you can get snow jackets. In summer, you can get paddle boards. They update it every week.
Oh,
with
okay.
What's in season?
I've got to check this out.
It's fascinating. There is a Lidl somewhere like where are we? Like that way, kind of.
There is one, I think, like on Clerk Street.
Yes.
Yes.
Do yourself a favor. Go into the Lidl and just look at the middle of Lidl.
I will.
It will blow your mind.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
You'll be going back to America with all manner of things. You'll be going back with a safe and a 3-piece suit. It's amazing.
Why not? Yeah.
I know. Where can people find out about you on social media? I completely forgot what we were talking about.
I'm having the best time. My social media is at Hey Bailey. So that's not Bailey the way I actually spell my name. It's actually an AY. So HEYBAILAY.
Which, again, going back to things, I don't know if you know the song Hey Baby. Hey, hey, baby.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, hey, Bailey.
Yes. I want to know how to see your show, right?
Amazing. We've just written an advert. I'll tell you what, I will send you this audio. You can use that.
Oh, thank you.
If it gets the beat, it's
Yes.
fine.
Free
It'll be great.
marketing.
There
Thank
we
you.
Bailey, it's so good to meet you. We were supposed to meet last year, but things got up and down. And
No sweat. I'm so happy we're doing it now.
I'm very grateful for you coming in today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much, Peter.
This is my first ghost, but it won't be my last. I need to know that they don't have Fox News in the afterlife and he's just growing angrier and angrier.
Gimme a Sign is playing at Fern Studio at Greenside at George Street at 3:05 in the afternoon until the 23rd of August, not including the 17th or the 24th. For more tickets, go to edfringe.com and search for Gimme a Sign. For the Peter Greenwood Show at the Edinburgh Fringe, I've been your host, Peter. See you next time.